Happy Mother's Day, Redlo women, and welcome back to the podcast. No matter where you are on your motherhood journey, whether you're celebrating or grieving or healing, I honor you today. And you belong right here. I'm so grateful you're here. Hello, beautiful Redlo women. How are you today? It's Terri here, your coach and biggest cheerleader. I'm here to put a little bit of inspiration in your day. Welcome to the Redlo Women podcast, where we empower midlife women to reclaim their confidence, rise higher, and step boldly into their next chapter. And we do it together. I became a midlife entrepreneur after overcoming my own self-doubt to start this podcast, write my book, and coach women just like you. And I did it all in my 50s. I knew I wanted more after navigating my own life transitions, overcoming some really hard things, and trying to figure out what was next. As I did, I decided to help you do the same. So grab your warm cup of coffee or step into your favorite tennis shoes and let's step forward together. Let's go. Today's episode is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be very raw and reflective and unedited. I'm doing what I love to do most, and that's just sitting here with my warm cup of coffee, having an honest conversation with you. This might be a bit all over the place, so let's just see where this goes, because I just want to talk about motherhood and Mother's Day. So while Mother's Day is filled with lots of flowers and cards and celebrations for many, it's also a day that can stir up a lot of deep emotion and trigger many of us, right? With that grief and pain and longing, loss, and even loneliness. If you are a mother, or if you've lost a mother, if you're grieving a relationship that you never had, or one that felt safe, or if you are healing from a family system and dynamic that didn't see you or hear you or validate you, or you've had someone else step into that role of mother, like I did with my mother-in-law. Unfortunately, she's no longer here, and wow, she would be so proud of me today. She is someone who rose up and taught me boundaries, how to say no, how to set a schedule, how to love unconditionally, how to stand up for myself, and even to her son. And wow, I miss her every single day because she was so tough on the outside, but such a teddy bear on the inside. And she was an amazing grandmother. So wherever you are on your journey, I hope you see yourself in this space. This episode is for you. I want to hold space for all of it, for the good, the really hard, the messy, and just being who we are today as women. I've had some things happen recently in my life that have caused me to pause and really reflect on how I landed here, how I found the strength to find my voice, to speak up on this podcast, to empower you as the Redlo woman and help you reclaim your confidence, embrace your voice, define your path, to lead with courage and own your space. Because I know what it's like to sit in both gratitude and pain. It's why I went on to write my book, Step Forward. It's why I coach women today one-on-one, helping them elevate their life and helping you speak with confidence, not only in your business, but also in your personal life, right? So like I said, I know what it's like to sit in both spaces in this joy and gratitude and also the pain, right? That's life. We don't land at this midlife without having a mix of all of it and having experienced all of it. We're human. We're imperfect humans. I am both a mother and carry that ache of not being mothered well. I've had other people, like I shared, step in and fill that role. And I want to remind you that you're never too much, you're not too old, you're not too broken. We get to start right where we are. And we get to move forward, we get to step forward. And you are an amazing woman who is stepping forward. And I want you to pause today and celebrate all that you are. I want you to celebrate everything that got you right here where you are today. And this is the greatest place to be in this midlife, right? Rediscovery is a really powerful place. My book, Step Forward, is a guide to helping midlife women navigate these life transitions, to overcome hard things and rediscover who they are. And on this podcast, I not only talk about my own experience, but I bring other women on here who have walked through hard things, who have overcome them, who have stepped forward and started businesses and found ways to move forward with their life. It's a gift, and we all learn from each other. That's the greatest joy about this time in our life and about where we are with this knowledge industry. We all get to take these very broken and messy parts and share with others how we overcame them. This is the fastest growing industry to help people get from where they are to where they want to go faster and navigate this life and to make these transitions. So All that to say that your story might look a little bit different than mine. In fact, it should, because we're all different. We're all unique. We're all snowflakes, right? But there are commonalities and similarities. And I want you to step forward with me today with this very honest and powerful conversation, because I think motherhood is a very sacred role. It's a gift. We are given these wonderful human beings to raise up in the way that they should go, to nurture them, to train them, to teach them, to guide them, so that one day they can step forward and lead their own lives. And as I sit here and speak to you, being a mom has been my greatest joy. I went from working full-time to staying home full-time and now reinventing myself midlife and working again. And as I reflect, I look at my 4 wonderful adult children, and I'm so grateful for all those years of being home with them, of raising them with all the chaos and, the tears and the fears and the joys and the sadness and all of it, to see them be who they are, thriving in their own lives. They're all incredibly independent. They all have thriving careers. I have 2 that are married, and I'm just so proud of each one of them. Each one of them are very unique and different, and I celebrate all that they are and where they are. So if you are a mother, you know that this is a lifetime role, isn't it? It's a gift. It never stops. It's a role that evolves and changes over time, right? We start out with getting pregnant. Some of you, it might have been easy, and some of you, it may have been really hard. We read all about what to expect when we're expecting. And then once our baby arrives, we step into those early stages of those sleepless nights and trying to figure out how to get them to sleep through the night, right? Maybe you're like us and took lots of classes on trying to figure out what to do because they arrive without any training manual, right? And maybe you're like us too, and we made friends in those early years that we helped each other. We took these classes and tried to figure out, how do we do this? How do we navigate this? And we all went through some really hard things, right? Wonderful things. We used to vacation together, but we went through hard things with our kids and with our marriages and with life. And now here we are and kind of in this midlife, this sandwich generation. And what a gift. What a gift to see each other's children get married and have their own kids and to step forward with their lives. But as we have these children, right, those fears and worries and concerns arrive with them. They never go away. I still worry about my children when they're traveling. I tell them to text me when you take off and when you land, because we always care. Once we're a mom, we always worry and care about them. And we go from having these babies that we're trying to get to sleep through the night to step into those terrible 2s or toddler years, right? Then we navigate the angsty tweens and teen years to the driving and the dating, and wow, I can't even imagine social media today, navigating that, to watching them get into college and deal with that, and then to transition to living life on their own and leaving home. And we become an empty nest, something we just don't talk about enough. So that's where I am. It's where I've landed here with this podcast and stepping forward as a woman in midlife and trying to figure out, who am I? It's why I wrote my book. Like, who am I now? What's next? I'm still young enough. I still want to do something that's mine. What are those dreams that I still had? Right? So I took the messy and broken parts of my life. I only wrote about them in my book, but I've decided, to coach women. That's why I have my Elevate coaching, to help you step forward and create a life and business you love. And also to speak up and share who you are, to have that confidence to show up on video and to show up in your life, to use your voice, to feel empowered and to share your story, the story that someone else needs, the story that can help you help someone else move forward with. So if you are a mom of an adult child, there's another book that I love, not only mine, Step Forward, right? I love my book, but also one written by Jim Burns. It says, doing life with your adult children, keep your mouth shut and the welcome mat out. So it's so powerful, because being a mom to adult children is a completely different life transition, right? You think about these different life transitions that we make as women. They're huge, and they're huge with each parental step we make, stepping forward and, nurturing that relationship with our children, meeting them where they are, right? I learn more from my children now than I teach them, right? I have so much respect for my children, the choices they've made, the spouses they've chosen, the careers they have. I'm so proud of them. And so I take it back to you. Where are you on your journey? Who are you now? I hope today is a day of reflection where you can look back on your life and celebrate the mom that you are. If you didn't have a mom that you needed in your life, I hope you were able to rise up and work really hard. I did. I worked really hard to be the mom I am, and I'm so grateful for that. All those broken parts, those broken pieces in my life helped me become the woman I am, the wife I am, the mom I am. And I hope you see that in yourself too. because we're never starting over, right? We're stepping forward. And I look back and everything that I learned throughout my life and being a mom taught me so much. That resilience to rise up through hard things, my intuition, my faith in God, believing that God had a greater plan for my life and for my children, praying for them, guiding them, learning how to manage time. Wow, hello, four kids, schedules, all of that. I'm a very busy husband back then. Learning to love deeply, learning to love unconditionally, learning to selflessly give, and really learning and understanding and accepting the strength that lived within me, those decisions that we had to make, right? You got to be tough. Being a parent is not for the faint of heart. You have to be strong. You have to have strong values. Your no has to be no, right? And I want you to see who you are, who you have become, and who you are continuing to become. So it's why I'm here. It's why I'm passionate about what I do. You can probably hear that in my voice. Years ago, I took this, I share this with my course, and I'll share it with you. I took a test called How to Fascinate. It's actually howtofascinate.com. It's an amazing one of those online tests that you can take, but it's very unique. It's how people see you. And one of my strengths is my passion for life, my passion for people, my curiosity, and it kind of oozes out everywhere. And you can probably hear it in my voice when I'm talking. I get excited about things. I get excited about life. I get excited about the things I've learned. I'm so grateful for all the years of therapy I've had. I'm grateful for the personal growth and development space that we have stepped into, not only my husband and I together. We've done it individually and collectively, not only personally in our lives, but also in our individual careers, and one that we are building together. So celebrate that, my friends. Celebrate all that you are. I have 5 Mother's Day things I just want to remind you. I think they're 5 powerful truths that I hope you are able to hold on to as you step into this Mother's Day. Number 1, let go. Let go of old patterns. Today can often bring up those old rules and those memories and those wounds, but it can also bring up many wonderful things that I want you to celebrate. You don't ever have to step back or go back into that old version that you've outgrown, right? That role of your own family dynamic growing up. I know I've had a text that was sent to me that was incredibly hurtful, and I realized that that's not who I am, and I'm not going to allow that person to define me. That's how she sees herself, not really how she sees me. I know who I am. I am a daughter of God. God has given me strength and helped me move forward. God has helped me be an amazing wife, an amazing mom, an amazing friend, and I claim that. I have an acronym that I say, STEP. I am strong, I'm tenacious, I'm empowered, and I am purposeful. God has a plan and purpose for my life. And I say that to you too. So I empower you today to let go and to step forward with your life. Secondly, embrace gratitude, which I've been expressing throughout this entire podcast. But be grateful for who you are. Honor the mother that's within you, the mother that's worked so hard to arrive here at this place, the nurturer, the warrior, that mighty woman who shows up with unconditional love and grit and grace, your strength, your kindness, your empathy. Honor all of it. Even if you're not a biological mom, maybe you're a mother in another way, in your community, in your church, or whoever it is that you're leading and guiding. That's your role, to help others with all that you've learned. Number 3, accept your imperfections. We're human. And for all the recovering perfectionists out there, woohoo, just let go. You're not perfect. We're human beings. I have not done everything perfectly. I've made my own mistakes. But the best thing that you can do is to own it, identify it. I talk a lot about this in my book, all those limiting beliefs and those things that were really hard in my life. I talk about 10 different shoes that I had to step into in order to step forward with my life. And one of those things is about putting a name to the pain, to the grief, to the sadness, to the failures. When you name it, you can claim it. And when you name it, you can tame it. Know that you've done the very best that you can with the tools you've been given, with all that you've learned, and with all that you are. And just keep growing. Don't stop growing. Don't stop learning more about who you are and how you can be a better mom and a better grandmother in this season of life, right? Number 4, set boundaries where needed. Woohoo! Huge for me. And I was just reminded of that this week. You are not a doormat. You're not a dump truck. You don't have to tolerate any emotional abuse or unkind words or manipulation or guilt, even from family. You get to decide who has access to you. You have done the work. I have done the work. I've done incredible work, not only in therapy, but all the personal growth and development. I'm never going to stop growing. Be humble, admit your flaws, your faults, identify them, own them, work on them, and keep stepping forward. I've worked so hard on myself. I've spent so much time and money on it that no one can take that away from me now. God knows who I am. I know who I am. And I can let go of all those unkind things that have been said to me, those old tapes, those old patterns. It's not truth. People often don't want you to say the truth. They want to keep you silent, keep you from speaking up. And I am here to empower you to speak up and to shed light on things that are broken, on family structures that are broken, that have made you play very small. Lean into your truth. Let your light shine with the plan that God has for your life. And also, I want to empower you to be around people who will lift you up, people that have walked before you, people that have invested in their own personal growth and development. Because as Jim Rohn says, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Remember that. I surround myself with really good people, people that lift me up, encourage me, people that call me out as well, but lift each other up. Find those people and step forward and lean into all that you are. And finally, number 5, celebrate your freedom, right? This is the best part of midlife. I care a whole lot less what people think of me. That was one of the biggest things I carried around for so long. It was so hard for me to show up here on this podcast and to be vulnerable, to share my life. But you know what? Now I see the gift. I see the gift of sharing my brokenness, of sharing how we got on the other side, not only in our marriage, in our finances, and in our businesses. What a gift to be able to share that, to empower other women, because no one can take that away from me. No one can take my experience away. That's why I wrote my book. It's why I speak up here. It's why I have the Redlo Woman, to empower you, to help you reclaim your confidence, embrace your voice, define your path, lead with courage, and own your space. And before I close, I want to leave you with some affirmations that you can speak to yourself under each one of these categories. Number 1, reclaim your confidence. I want you to say or write down and post this somewhere. I am no longer defined by the roles others gave me. I define myself. Or you could also say, God defines me. Number 2, I am not who they said I was. I am who I decide to become and who God decides I am. Number 3, their silence or criticism no longer holds power over my worth. Embrace your voice. Number 1, my voice is my power, not a threat. Number 2, I speak my truth, even if my voice shakes. Number 3, I no longer whisper to stay small. I speak to be seen and heard and valued and understood. Define your path. Number 1, I do not follow paths paved with guilt. I carve my own with courage. Number 2, I release the need for permission. My gifts are valid. My permission has been granted by God. Number 3, my purpose is not to please others, but to live authentically. Lead with courage. Number 1, courage isn't loud. It's the quiet decision to keep going, even when misunderstood. Number 2, I am not here to keep the peace at my own expense. The other part of that is I am not here to keep others warm and light their fire. Number 3, I rise as a cycle breaker, a truth teller, and a light bearer for others. Repeat that one over and over and over. It's a pretty powerful statement. And finally, own your space. With that, number 1, I no longer shrink to be digestible. I expand to be unstoppable. Number 2, I take up space with boldness, not apology. Number 3, my boundaries are sacred. I protect my peace, my energy, and my healing. And that's another one I would repeat over and over and over. So my friend, I just want you to hold space for you and honor who you are today. If you listened in the last podcast with my friend Julie Scott, last week we talked about her journey and her story. She's also a coach and a very good friend in this space of midlife women. And we talked about coming home to yourself. It's a really powerful episode, and I would highly encourage you to listen to it, because that's what this season is all about. It's coming home to who you are, who God created you to be. This is not just surviving this season of life. It's not just surviving motherhood or surviving midlife. It's rediscovering who you are now. If today feels a little bit heavy, I want you to breathe. You can do Gary Brecka's box breathing. It will just relax your mind, your body, and your spirit. You inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 4, and hold for 4. And you can do that repeatedly until you feel that relaxation in your body. It's really powerful and it really works. If today feels joyful, honor it. Embrace it, celebrate it, savor it. If today feels complicated, welcome it, name it, identify it, and then let it go. You're not alone. Just remember that you are seen, you are heard, you are loved, you are valued, and you belong here because you are a Redlo woman. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for showing up on the good days and the hard days, these things that we have to talk about. I celebrate you, all of you, who has mothered others and who has mothered themselves. If this episode resonates with you, please share it with a friend, someone that might need a little bit of encouragement today. And if you could be so kind just to take a moment and leave me a review, I would love that. This helps other women know what we are doing here in this space and helps them find this podcast. Because as I said in the beginning, my goal is to help you feel a little bit of inspiration each day and to step forward. And I'm here if you need some extra support with the coaching, with my Elevate coaching, and with my Speak class. Keep stepping forward. Happy Mother's Day from my heart to yours. God bless.